Hey guys, it's here. Welcome to this Hall of Fame interview. And I'm with Mr. Muralidharan here from Bangalore, who is a lean specialist who helps businesses improve their process. He's fully into process improvement, comes from a phenomenal background in terms of education and academics, tale of degrees next to his name, which he will talk about. And the interesting thing is he came into the Freedom Business Model Internet Lifestyle Hub community in the month of March. And in the last 3 months, he's been able to achieve over 5 lakhs by powering up his business, his knowledge business during these times, and completely going forward in the consultation model, and of course, combining it with the course model. So first of all, Mr. Murali, it's an honor to have someone like you in the community. Congratulations for your results. Yes.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your background and your educational background specifically, and then we can come into how did you adapt into this model? Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Sid. It's nice being with you. And I started my career as an engineer. I studied in BE Mechanical from BRICS Pilani.
Okay.
Is one of the reputed colleges in India. Out of interest in statistics, I did MSc in mathematics also. And I joined this company called TVS, and they sponsored me to MTech in technological operations.
Okay.
And I like learning and continuously sharing the learning. So I continued during my other companies, working in other companies like Saint-Gobain. I continued my learning of MBA in finance and MBA in marketing through distance learning from Symbiosis. Okay. And I was also sponsored to Indian Management Institute, IIM Bangalore.
Nice.
For executive MBA. And out of interest in statistics and process improvement, I also did my green belt, black belt, and master black belt. And I'm currently the International Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt from Indian Statistical Institute, one of the renowned statistical institutes.
Fantastic. Great. And just before you came into the community over here, what was your business model like, and what compelled you to get started on this journey?
Okay, so I worked for 15 years, and typically, like everyone, you don't want to work 9 to 10 job, and you want to pursue your passion and things like that. So I was constantly wanting to gain knowledge and share my knowledge. And I came out of the corporate world in 2010, and I started sharing my knowledge on the best business practices such as Lean Six Sigma and Kaizen. And I started as a freelancer in different companies. As I was doing that, I was also gaining knowledge, and I found that the first client where I visit 8 days in a month, then this had a restriction. The restriction was I could cater to only maximum 3 clients.
Yes.
So what I thought was I started building this framework of excellence and sharing that with a few other people who are experts in this field. And I started visiting these clients for 4 days and 2 days, and offloading some of the work. I'm very inspired by your evolution of expert model.
Yes.
And slowly I started gaining more time for myself and duplicating myself. But still, there was a limitation. The limitation was, like, I had to still spend my time, and I had to still travel and do all that hard work each and every day. And this pandemic COVID came as a blessing in disguise, where I was thinking what to do. I couldn't stop sharing my knowledge. And finally, I came across your Freedom Business Model. I enrolled for your silver course, and I immediately found it amazing and enrolled for diamond membership also. And then I realized that by leveraging this power of internet and developing a community like you talk about in the Amazon flywheel model, this will give me a big advantage. And then I started shifting from the offline training consulting to online model of conducting webinars and following your process.
Fantastic. So the need was more to digitize that, and of course the current COVID situation has compelled you to now start to do that. So as you started to
I realized in
go
addition
ahead.
to that, I realized that there was a limitation in the offline model where I could reach only to a few people in the organizations, and it was also working out a little expensive, quite expensive in fact.
Okay.
Whereas in this digital model, I could carry forward my passion of developing 1 million young professionals become lean champions. It is possible only in this digital world at much economical price also.
Absolutely. So tell us about that initial phase. You got in the month of March, just after the lockdown was announced, and then what kind of transformation did you have to go through personally? Like what all did you have to adapt? Because knowledge is there, you have experience, you are working in a different format of consultation. Tell us about that phase. Like where did you have to redefine yourself?
Yeah, first I thought sharing knowledge was easy because I was always sharing my knowledge. But then when I started going through a model, I sat in front of the camera, I became a little jittery because going through that phase of talking in front of the camera and adapting oneself was really, really a challenge. Some sort of nervousness comes inside despite you being in the corporate world for 25 years.
Yeah.
But then, as you rightly say, that just put your skin into the game and keep practicing, practicing, practicing. And I did my first webinar in June 1st, and then I started overcoming that. That's point number one. Point number two is, I think mere knowledge itself does not take you anywhere is something that I've suddenly realized. You need to have three things. One is the knowledge, which is what to do and why to do with a purpose in mind. The second is the skill, the application of knowledge, wherein in this, there are some unique skills that I need to adapt to myself, learn and adapt to myself. For example, in front of the camera, video editing, webinars, the tools for the webinars, the website creations, the Facebook, the social media, my God. So I had to acquire all these skills. And the third very, very important thing, first is knowledge, second is skills, the third is mindset. In fact, after seeing this, I have evolved what is called KSM model and started telling people mindset is wanting to do it, the passion to do it. And in your model, you talk about Earl Nightingale, Reed and things like that, which keeps on fueling the fire within. And never give up attitude and put your skin in the game and start going day on day. Those are the three things that I had to transform myself from the offline world to the online world.
So videos, before that, you've never done webinars, never done, gone out there posting content. It is only the last 3 months.
Well, as far as webinar is concerned, zero webinars. I've never done webinar in my life. As far as the posting video content is, somewhere a couple of years before I posted something, and very, very, very rarely, and not with an intent of really creating a community, just to share something without any objective in mind. But today, everything that we do is with the purpose of sharing the value, creating a value, going through this passion.
So what has been the growth in your own community building over the last 3 months from when you started this?
Well, initially, my path is like this. Initially, I had my own WhatsApp group where there were some 100 people or 120 people. I started something called as Group 1 Lean Six Sigma.
Yeah.
But after this, using your formula, I started creating the Facebook group. Now the Facebook group has got more than 500 people.
Nice.
And the LinkedIn followers have increased from somewhere around, I must say, from 14,000 to 18,000 because I was doing some focused activity. And I launched my YouTube channel. And I think as we speak, the subscribers may be 250 plus subscribers.
Nice.
In the YouTube. And then I started the LinkedIn group also recently. But what is the main, way of generating these leads was I started adding value, because in your system, you talk about posting some valuable content, some good content, which is of value to the people. So I started focusing on that. I said, if you start giving value, automatically you will enhance your value. Okay. So when I started posting, I also started giving them the link for free lean coaching session, which I conduct every Wednesday. Now people started filling these Google forms and they started registering in my Zoom, and my Zoom database has gone from 0 to around 800 now.
Excellent.
And my WhatsApp, people have joined my WhatsApp group. As we speak today, yesterday, I opened group 7, and each of the WhatsApp group has got about 240 to 250 people. I
Fantastic.
opened in Telegram. I think very few people, I don't know how people come to your Telegram, but my
Yes.
Telegram people are
Mm,
not joining the Telegram group, but WhatsApp. So
mm,
these are all people who are really interested in this process improvement,
mm,
and they want to enhance their value, thereby add value to the organizations. And this has been the growth. So to summarize, I
mm.
think my WhatsApp group has got about 1,500 people.
Nice.
Zoom registrations in community has been around 800. In my
Mm,
webinars, there have been around 300 to 250 to 300 registrations.
mm,
And YouTube, I said 250 plus subscribers, and
mm,
Facebook also some 500 plus, and LinkedIn 18,000. So this has been the growth. So I have
mm.
kept a target for myself to keep on increasing to at least reach to your level.
No, definitely you'll do much faster, because you're starting off with a much clearer focus than when I had started. So that's great to know. And tell us about your routine. Like how frequent were you posting to build this kind of audience organically? Like how many videos would you be posting in a day, and how consistent were you at this? Can you tell us about that?
Okay. So after April,
Mm,
I had committed myself to make one video every single day.
okay.
And videos were not of big nature, but
Mm,
small, something like we call PDCA cycle plan to check act. What is it?
mm, mm,
It will be a 30-second video. And at the end, I will give my links.
okay.
Okay. And I had, as we speak today, I think I would have made about 120 videos. Okay.
Can you
My
repeat that?
frequent,
120 videos. Amazing. Mm,
yeah. And it is actually, I made it very simple.
mm,
I don't spend much time. It's not a talking head video, but
mm,
I had a presentation where I had 3 slides,
mm.
and one of the slide I used to animate it.
Okay.
I put contents there and animated. This animation would last for 20 seconds,
Mm.
and I would restrict to 30 seconds. The reason for 30 seconds is I will put it as my WhatsApp story. Okay.
Okay.
WhatsApp
Mm.
story has got that 30-second limitation.
Yes.
And earlier, I used to post almost every single day, but
Mm.
these days I'm posting 3 videos, at least 3 videos in a week.
In a week. Okay.
In a
Is
week.
it,
The
are the
other,
videos now still in that presentation format, or is it a head talking format?
okay, I'm slowly shifting to head talking format now.
Mm.
My head talking format videos are less now.
Okay.
Because still I feel whenever I speak, I have still not graduated to the level where I can just speak and post like what
Mm.
we're doing.
Mm.
But then YouTube videos are all of them are head talking videos,
Okay.
and I spend a lot of time in editing that and curating the content.
Mm.
So since I'm doing webinars, I started my courses,
Mm.
and I'm doing my community sessions. I had a lot of preparation to do.
Mm.
I have to find the time to start giving value through my head talking videos. And I know head talking videos are much more powerful, 10 times more powerful than these presentation videos.
Mm. Mm.
I'll
Fantastic. I mean, great to know, and I'm so so happy to know that you were consistent. 120 videos in a span of within 3 months. That means literally every day you are posting one video. That commitment is as what has helped you build the community base. That's awesome. Yeah. So next question is more about what is your conversion process? Like people come into the community, then you do a webinar. Just walk us through that entire thing, and also tell us some numbers in terms of how many people actually bought the course, and what other businesses came out of that, because I know you're also doing consulting and stuff. So just walk us through that entire conversion process. Yeah.
Right. So during this COVID season, I thought my clients who were with me would start their coaching sessions online, but it didn't kick off as much as I expected. So what I started doing was I started posting this valuable content in my social media. I started opening up YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all that, and started doing this useful content. In each and every one of my content, I give 2 links. One is the link to my WhatsApp group, and second is a Google form where they can have registration to my free community session on Wednesday.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, because of this, my WhatsApp group from group 1, as we are speaking, I have the 7th group now. All 6 groups are almost full. I have generated about 1,500 people who are interested, number one. And this is all admin only groups, and I post some valuable content in that. okay, which is from various sources.
Yeah.
Okay, not my own sources, but various sources, but very valuable content like a blog. You know, my own value addition into the whole thing. Second is people fill the Google forms, and then later on I started giving the Zoom registration links for that Wednesday community sessions. So my WhatsApp group started building, and the community session started building. My first webinar I did on June 1st. I got around 200 plus registrations.
Okay.
20 people attended and 22 people bought my product. I was
Nice.
surprised. Okay. The first day, nobody called up after my webinar. I was like sucked, you know, what's happening to me? Okay. And then the second day, you know, some of my clients called up and said, we want to sponsor 4 people, 5 people, 9 people enrolled. I said, okay, something. But still, I was not convinced because it didn't come through, you know, the unknown. So it's known people who are coming.
Yeah.
But then what I did is I didn't lose faith and I followed up with emails. Okay. And followed up, I said that, you know, for first 21 joinees, the last date offer and things like that.
Yes.
And then 22 people registered. I said, wow, man. Okay. And this is all, this is called Lean Practitioner Blueprint, where I teach lean methodology. This is the value of the bundle is 25,000, as you say.
Yeah.
You know, but we are giving at 4997. Where the Lean Practitioner Blueprint itself is 9997. We are giving at 4997. Other things are bonus offers like Kaizen Blueprint, which is 5,000, and value stream mapping and 5S blueprint and things like that. So total value of the bundle is 25,000, and this is 4997.
Got it.
Now, once I got into this system, I said, I got the confidence now. This is my first victory. So I did my second webinar on July 15th, where I got about 120 plus people who attended my session. And I got about 23 registrations.
Nice.
Then I did my third webinar on September 4th, where some 147 people came and 28 people registered.
Nice.
Okay. Meanwhile, after my first practitioner blueprint, there was a gap between July 15th and September 4th, which is too much delayed. This is because 2 clients signed up. They wanted to sponsor 15, 20 people from their company. But I told them, what is your final objective? And then we understood, you know, what our purpose was, what the company's objective was. And finally, I crafted a model for them, and we have a separate session for them. We have a separate session for them, 2 of the large companies.
So it's a group coaching format, but it is in-house consulting, like for the companies. Yeah.
Yes, for the companies, where about 40 to 45 people attend. And this is 1 day in a week for 90 minutes. And I would give them the exact steps. Like you say, I borrowed that principle from you in terms of like hackathon, no?
Yes.
So I call Lean Champion Challenge.
Okay. Very nice.
I give them that. I give them those steps. Okay. And at the end of the week, we meet every Thursday, and they have to present to me what all steps that they have achieved, where, you know, the top people of the company are also watching them achieve that.
Excellent. So you've gamified the training. Yeah. Nice.
We have signed a 6 months contract for them. I've given them the 6 months space where week on week, you know, they'll have to reach a milestone.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great to know. So tell us about how has you know, the curriculum design blueprint and the niche clarity blueprints helped you refine the entire design of your program. Like, tell us about that. Did you have to redo everything, or did you already have your curriculum in your mind at that point? How did this help? Yeah.
Okay, one advantage I had was distinctly over others, because when you use the poll, the main thing people have is a niche clarity.
Niche clarity, yes.
For me, fortunately, it was super clear, you know, in your language. Yes, see. That was very clear, because I want to be a lean specialist and I want to help 1 million young professionals become lean champions. Because my passion is very clear. If they become valuable, they can add value to the organizations. If they add value to the organizations, they can contribute to the industries, and the industries will boom, the economy will boom, and we can make India proud. So that was very clear. But as far as the curriculum is concerned, I realized that this 90 minutes format of curriculum against the 3-day workshop, what I used to do in the corporates, was totally different, because I cannot afford, I have to bring in value each and every moment. And, I don't have time to understand the body language, the discussions and things like that, which is totally a different ball game. So I spent a lot of time, and that is probably the reason why I was not able to make a lot of talking head videos. Okay. But today, as we speak, I had, this is my third batch of Lean Practitioner Blueprint. In 2 batches, I had already finished. In every batch is 12 sessions and almost 20 hours of recording.
Fantastic.
18 to 20 hours recording. And 2 batches completed fully, which means I have 40 hours of recording. And the community sessions I have done. And again, I have 6 hours those recordings. Now I loved your evolution of expert, and I think I'm ready to now graduate to the ecosystem.
Yes, yes. Because now the customer base is
And
building.
fortunately, this group coaching also for the clients also is adding a lot of value in terms of my content as well as the thing. And in summary, the content was not as easy as I thought.
Okay.
So I had to revamp my content and crystallize to a model.
That's what, yeah. Even when I was going through this process initially, my first thought process was, how can I bring out all the knowledge that I have? But then when I flipped it around into, okay, what is that goal and how do we work backwards? Then it made things so much more better. And that's why now in our community, we have like Hall of Fame interviews every week. There's somebody, because it's a very structured, simple system, and each one is adapting. Like in your case, you've adapted it with a WhatsApp group concept. You've also brought in the consultation model. So, I mean, consultation in your case, it'll automatically be a byproduct of as they're building the community. Some big companies will want exclusive time with you, and that is also going to be your high ticket, I would say, a profit maximizer. And then I think now it's just about that scaling. So each one will be adapting based on their niche and their topic. So,
and just to add further to that, because I want to give credit to your the system what you have taught, the evolution of expert in the final ecosystem. My time is limited. Now, even in the consulting sessions, I had crafted in such a way that whatever recordings that I do, okay, this can be used for further consultancy.
Yes.
I can, at least 50%, I can ask them to view my recorded sessions. And then I can add my time for them would become lesser, with less effort. I can have the same value proposition.
Definitely. So they just need to watch. They need to watch that video, and then you can just probably answer questions, clarify after that.
Yes. So that's a thought process that is happening in my mind, which is very much possible.
Yes. Yeah, it's the same information, same structure of implementation, and the personalization will only come when you have to clarify things for them. So that'll give you more free time and probably more bandwidth to scale on consulting projects as well. So superb. I mean, it's been a great set of insights that you've shared, and how you've been able to adapt just in the last 3 months. And what message would you have for other people who are just like you, who are consultants, who've been doing the same thing, like of going into companies and consulting, and probably in their mind they may have the same kind of fears, like, I do not know if I can do digital. I'm not sure if this will work. I know they have the perception that it has to happen face to face, or I have to be there to see the people to do it. I know you've already covered many of those elements in there, but if you have to give them a few steps on what steps that they need to take to really adapt to the changing world, what would your advice be?
Okay. I always like this quote, fear is an illusion and regret is real. Okay. And when you face the fear, okay, the value, the weight of that fear, the power of that fear will come down. That's what happened with me too. I thought I was 25 years experienced and I have spoken to so many people, but the simple device of camera had a fear. But the most important thing, Sid, what I would tell them is believe in yourself. Okay. You have your purpose very clear. You should believe in yourself. You should have the right mindset, though it might look philosophical, but these are all fundamental. Okay. Taking action. Stephen Covey says, make commitment and keep commitment. Okay. Which means that every day, if I make commitment to a Wednesday session, I made a huge commitment. I said every Wednesday I'll come online. It's a
Yeah.
huge commitment. Come what may, I'm coming. Okay. Now I don't have any excuses. Okay. Similarly, for a Facebook group or YouTube group, if you want to do something, just make a commitment and believe in the system and go ahead. I think the success will be the byproduct.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Murali, for sharing. And on a personal note, how has this entire change in your business model impacted you personally? Like I'm talking about your family side, your spiritual side, your other things that you do. How has this impacted those areas?
Oh, I'm glad that you asked that question. I have been traveling a lot, and I would be in Bangalore in my house only for 4 days. And even those 4 days, I would always be thinking so many things. My family was
4 days in a month, you're saying?
Yes, 4 days.
Okay, that's a lot of travel. Okay, used to be.
Travel. Okay, and this has impacted my health also. I started developing a back pain, and I overcome that as we speak.
Okay.
Now. The family is so happy that I'm able to spend a lot of time with them. I'm able to channelize my time in such a way that every evening I spend some time with them. That's one part of it. Second part of it is I'm also a spiritual person because I believe in physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
Yes.
In spiritual dimensions, we have a temple in our house. In the floor of our house, Lord Vittal Temple, and in the third floor we have Balaji Temple. And
Nice.
I do puja myself. I was missing that. I was even guilty that we brought the Lord here and asking my son to do it, and we are emotionally connected to the Lord.
Yes.
Okay, but now, thanks to you, Sid, that I'm back to the Lord. I'm able to do that to Him, which gives my inner strength and satisfaction, and really happy to share this.
Fantastic. Great to know on the other, and I'm totally with you. So the business is only one dimension of life, and there's the others that actually fuel this. And even for me, spirituality is the core, and everything comes from there. So and I'm sure many people in our community are similar. They may have their own belief systems and their own paths that they have chosen, but that is actually the driving force for whatever we do over here. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for also letting me know that it has impacted that side. So that gives me also a lot of fulfillment with what I'm doing over here. So that's creating an impact there. Great. So all of you here watching, this has been a great interview. If you found this amazing, just type amazing in the comment box. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, on my YouTube channel description, there's a link to Mr. Muralidharan's website and his lean business, his next session WhatsApp group. You can go and check it out. And if you want to really get into this space of this community called the Internet Lifestyle Hub, we are on a mission to really create a new society for the new world, a new school for the new world, to bring out as many digital leaders as possible who can create an impact with their knowledge and expertise. So if you want to be a part of that, you can go to ilh.world. ilh.world. Go and check out our website, go and see all the success stories, and you can join in and become a member of our community. Looking forward to that. So the last question, Mr. Murali, for you is the question I love to ask at the end, which is, based on all your years of experience, based on all the stuff that you have gone through personally in your life and all that you have read, if you have to bring it down to one success principle that you live by, what is that?
I think $1 million question is, we don't know from where we have come. We don't know why we are here. We don't know where we are going to. But now the reality is we are here. And I think we should be of value to others. Keep adding value to others and everything will fall in place.
Absolutely. Keep adding value to others.
I kept our company name as Value Enablers Academy.
Nice. So adding value is the core of how you operate. Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. And all of you here watching, please share in the comment box, what did you learn from this interview? What was your biggest takeaways? If you're a part of our community and if you're watching this, use the hashtag ILHFamily in the comments so that I'll be able to track and see how many of you are actually learning from within our community below the post. And just stay connected. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Facebook group, stay connected, because a lot of such interviews are going to be coming in the future. So before we leave, once again, thank you, Mr. Muralidhar. I think wish you all the best, and looking forward to seeing your community grow rapidly over the next few weeks and months. And yeah, may you inspire and impact a lot of people using that lean methodology that you have put together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sid. Thanks.